Uh, Welcome, everyone, to a game of 5th edition D&D in the Unnamed Adventurers Guild. I'm Alex Newton, and we're continuing the quest for the sword, which is a campaign I started to help craft a weapon to slay Darzanon and probably any other evil that gets in its way. So let's start introducing our characters, starting with Chapo.
Hey, I'm Chapo. I'm one of the cameo DMs here at the UAG. My character's name is Revjack. He's a 11th level battlemaster. Last episode, him and everybody else whooped the shit out of a bunch of frost giants, which was awesome. With my gigantic ice flail. Other than that, that's it.
All right. Matthew?
Matthew Jander or Matthew Harbeck?
Jander.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name's Jander. My name's Matthew. I play Jander, a level 6 Sage Cleric of the Forge. And I've been tasked by Riorix to complete this magical weapon for Sufferer Guys.
I think the quest is the guys.
Unless I fail to complete it, and then bad things happen.
Sandra?
Yes. Hi, my name is Sandra. I'm playing Remus tonight. He is a level 10 fighter and level 3 ranger, and he's kind of good at shooting his arrows, but still practicing, and he still manages to miss somehow. He just returned from a Jubei game, so he disappeared from Toldro's back and just reappeared. Jubei. Yeah. And he's accompanying Jander because he has offered his help as he heard that they were going to slay giants, but he didn't expect the journey to be that long, but he just tags along and has fun.
Sidekick.
Yeah, does he have him already, Baxter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so apparently all of a sudden Steve appeared. Steve is a platypus, and they're in a love-hate relationship. And Steve's son is called Baxter, and he's Remus's companion now. But he will still listen to Jubei and Steve if they ever need their help. So he'll just tag along.
Okay.
Question: what is Baxter again?
A platypus and plate mail.
Okay.
I gave up questioning Jubei a long time ago. Ty?
I'm Ty Johnston. I'm playing Fletch. She's an 11th level human fighter. And he is here because he feels partially guilty for the evil of Darzanon in the world, and he wants to help quench that somehow. And also because he's a gentleman among ladies and a god among men. That's why he's here.
Wow. All right. And Harbeck.
I'm Matt. I'll be playing Harbeck. He's a dwarf forge cleric. He's out to create the best weapon for Morden, a different creation god than the other forge cleric. And he's on there, so he figured this is probably a great opportunity to learn a few new things.
Okay. And James and Alex number 2, who will be joining us later, they will introduce themselves when the time is right. So when we last left off, Toldro had landed on the island, and you had met a few cloud giants who were living on this massive manor. Obviously, significantly larger due to their race. The leader, or at least the owner of the manor, invites you inside to eat some food. Though you guys are pretty much just put on the tables, so you can eat off the plates directly without having to stand on chairs. Though everyone else is comfortably sitting on the ground or sitting on a chair.
I'll set Magog out next to me so he can eat from a plate. If he wants to.
Oh yeah, he'll jump out and he'll just realize just how fucking huge everything is. And he'll climb out and he'll actually just kind of squeeze himself into like this huge wheel of cheese.
I did not know that pseudo dragons liked cheese. That's good to know.
Yeah. They like cheese. Cheese doesn't like them.
Yeah, don't remind me. I'm probably gonna have to clean out the bottom of my backpack tomorrow.
Gas bag with scales.
I wonder if you can weaponize that.
Sleeping
I
gas.
suppose you could.
Well, I was thinking like he could stick his tail out the back of my backpack and I could hold a torch up.
Bringing a new literal translation to Blue Dragons. Okay. So, after you guys are about halfway through your meal and talking about more pleasant subjects like with Toldro and the Cloud Giant, he eventually looks over to the smaller guests and he says, "Now, what brings a bunch of small ones to my little abode up in the sky here?"
Toldro did. The gold dragon.
I didn't say what, I said why.
Oh,
Since Harbeck will, I'm forgetting Matt's character.
Jander.
Since Jander didn't really have much time with the sword, he'll explain the sword wielding Quetzalcoatl.
Quaddle.
Whatever it is
Quaddle.
that sword is not cooperating and it's too dense. It's too heavy to be wielded. It's sized for one of our kind, but it's too dense. It can't be. It's too off balance. It's too heavy. It can't be wielded. Even it takes an incredibly strong person just to hold the weapon up. It's unwieldable, unwieldy in battle.
I haven't tried yet.
And he says, "Well, I'm aware of that, but I can understand a pair of traveling smiths, but one of you is wearing a skull of a frost giant, the other one is wearing the scales of a shadow dragon, and the other one just popped a pseudo dragon out of his backpack, who is living inside my cheese. So, peg me a little suspicious."
Well, we come here, and I'm pointing to me and Jander. We come here to learn how to endow this weapon with the lightness that you cloud giants have mastered.
Well,
I also would like to learn. He takes off the frost giant helmet. This is I apologize. Trophy from the last battle.
oh well. Don't don't make no mistake, I'm no friend of the frost giants. But it's still a skull on your head.
Right.
And I'll have you know that the techniques that I would be employing here would not be of the physical nature. He of course lifts the sword out and puts it on the table. And he says, it's not heavy because the material is heavy. It's heavy because it doesn't want to be wielded. And I have various techniques and methods to change that. As Toldro already probably knows and why he brought you here. He slides it aside like it's just another ornament on the table. And he says, but you've come at an inopportune time. I'm supposed to be expecting another guest, and, well, if things go as well as I expect them to, it won't go well for anyone here. So, I'm not sure how well you can handle yourselves in the fight. You've defeated the frost giants, that's for sure, but, well, I'm in a... If he kind of looks away and tries to distract himself for a moment, and he says, if you've managed to defeat frost giants, I could use your help.
Say what you need, sir.
Yep, and that's why I'm here. And Baxter. And the rest of us.
Baxter. You see, never mind. Well, my guest is not another giant. As a matter of fact, I owe him a few things. But what he doesn't understand is that I've already paid him. It's just that his servants are quite lazy and negligible, and have probably stolen some of the property. And now it's on me.
So, who is coming if it's not another giant you're beating with?
He says, unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure what his name is. You know how devils are. But I do know what he is, and I know he plans on bringing his concubines with him. Now, I'm not sure what kind of what kind of power he wields, but I'm assuming if he's coming here himself, it means that nobody else could contend to my power. So, that tells me that he believes he's the only one strong enough to make this negotiation. That's what makes me worried.
Alex,
Yeah.
would 12 religion with that, would I know devils and demons about us, about their name being used against them?
No.
I got a dirty 20.
Rev Jack, you've heard of a lot, like, it's a old concept, one that doesn't really, like, it's a distant connection. You heard it while you were, it's more like a rumor and like a myth than anything. But you've heard of this concept tossed around the soldiers, and it was used to joke around on if we knew their true names, we would just get all the women to sleep with us. And it was funny around the campfire. But the concept of true names is that the universe speaks a different language entirely, and speaking the true name of a person can allow them to be controlled completely.
Okay.
And I do mean completely. You cannot harm the person who speaks your name. You can't work against them. It's
But you can harm the person that you know their name, right?
no, they're allowed to defend themselves from you if you attack them.
Oh.
But if you wanted to act against them on your own, you have to do it by a completely different means. There's no way you can. It's basically, if somebody speaks your true name, it's utter servitude.
I'll relay this information to everybody else.
He says, and even then, even if I knew the name that he goes by, I'm sure he wouldn't tell me that name.
No. Was there any way to find it out from somebody else?
Not that I'm aware of. I'm just an owner of land and a smith by trade, but I do have various other skills, as you obviously are well aware of now. I don't really make much practices in religion.
Right. So is there any particular reason why he's coming to see you?
Well, besides I owe him, but I'm sure he's here to kill me.
You
I don't know
for
how.
what?
Well, as you know, I'm, of course, on a flying island in the sky.
Right.
And, as you know, it's probably not easy to keep such an object up here. I need a very rare material that drains perhaps every other century. And I needed that material about a few years ago.
What kind of material is that?
It's a rock found deep in the earth. It's close. It's so deep, in fact, that it's said to only be able to be extracted from the abyss. And normally I would have gone there myself, but ever since I've made this discovery, this fiend has decided to make a mining operation out of it, and I haven't been able to touch it since. I tried to force my way in there, but this fiend has other plans, and he had hired strong demons to guard it. So, without any other options, I had to make a deal with him. And of course, I made my preparations and my dealings. But of course, they went awry, and now he believes I'm trying to trick him.
Do you mean demon by fiend?
Demon by fiend?
By the word fiend, do you mean demon? Or is that two different things?
Fiend is a descriptor for devils and demons.
Ah.
They're both separate things.
Okay.
What type of fiend is it?
Well, I believe it's a devil. We had a contract. He was quite large, smaller than me, but still, he was quite frightening to be nearby.
Okay. What did he look like? What was his characteristics?
Besides large, red, had wings, If you weren't paying attention, you might mistaking him for a young adult red dragon standing on his hind legs.
Does it sound like does any of that sound like the demon I made a deal with?
No.
Ah, fair enough.
The demon that you made a deal with looks pretty much like a human, except with large gnarled horns.
Oh, okay.
And he says, the only thing I understand about him is that potentially his concubines might be succubus, but I think that he would not keep his company with such low-level demons.
Right. Is there any way to kind of figure out what kind of themed it is?
Well, you can roll me an Arcana or a Religion.
All right.
I've given you a description of it, so. And
Can I roll Arcana too?
he's not just talking.
24.
You believe. Apparently, your fucking culture was heavily into religion.
Can I use the blessing of Mistra?
I rolled Arcana.
You can, but okay. So the Arcana check tells you that just from what you know, he is a pit fiend.
Shit. That's not cool.
You can use the blessing to know what the pit fiend can do.
Yeah, I'll use the blessing.
Well, you don't have the blessing of Mistra, I don't think.
I do.
Oh, you
Everyone got it.
I do. Everybody got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So he has a fear aura that when you get within 20 feet of him, you have to make a wisdom save or become frightened. You're frightened until the start of its next turn. It's resistant to magic. All of its attacks are considered magical. It can cast spells at will. It can make 4 attacks in 1 round. It's a really strong creature, and its bite is poisonous. And it can potentially summon another demon. They're resistant to most physical attacks, though magical weapons will bypass it. They're outright immune to fire and poison, and are immune to being poisoned. Invisibility is pretty much useless, as they have true sight. They can speak with anyone through telepathy, but they know only Infernal. As well as, despite their large size, they're quite dexterous creatures, and that even though they're not typically wise, they have an incredible willpower and fortitude. A single pit fiend would be significantly stronger than the shadow dragon that Toldro fought.
We can do it.
Sure we can.
I don't know if we're supposed to or not.
Are we supposed to fight? Yeah, right. Like, do you guys really want to kill a devil?
No, this is
I'm
what
a
we're
cleric,
supposed
of course I do.
Well, it depends on what kind of cleric you are.
That's true.
Hey, the big guy tells us we got to fight a pit fiend. We got to fight a pit fiend. If he says we're fighting other things, then we're fighting other things.
Well, do we have to fight the pit fiend?
He says, Well, if I fight it, I don't think I'll live. So,
Well, if we help you,
That's you really need to work on your incentive skills.
well, it should be perfect incentive. If I die, I'm the only one who can help you finish the sword.
Well,
that's very good incentive.
yeah, I'm stuck at that point, guys.
So
I've got to.
Sounds like we're fighting a pit fiend.
He says it should be no threat to you and your band in Toldro.
I have Toldro. Right. God, and I was worried for a second.
Oh, Toldro's in this fight too?
Toldro looks over to you and he says, "Do you really think I would just leave you to this quest alone? And besides, how would you get off the island?"
I don't know. I don't think a lot.
Well, that's fine, Toldro. We just didn't want to
Well-
speak for you.
Yeah, exactly.
He
Okay.
says, "It should be no issue. One of my wards is coming, though she hasn't told me why, but she is on the way.
One of whose wards?
One of my wards."
Yeah, who's I? Is it Toldro speaking or the giant?
Oh, Toldro.
Okay.
And he says, "She is a significantly strong warrior, so she should be able to assist us." And the cloud giant says, "Well, Toldro seems confident in your ability, so I will be too. I will keep the sword in safekeeping, and well, if you fail, then well, we're all doomed. But I have faith in you."
That's always nice. Good pep talk right there.
Nah, we're not all doomed if we fail. I mean, you could still go ahead and fix the sword, and somebody else will come along.
Yeah, and you wouldn't suffer from your god because you would be already dead. So that's plus side, right?
I just have one question. If he kills you, what's stopping me from raising you?
Well, that's a good point. You could raise me, assuming you're alive.
That actually brings up an idea. Oh, if he shows up to kill you, what is he going to do after that?
Well, he will probably start taking things from my house.
Okay, which you don't want to
And-
happen, of course.
Well, no, especially if I'm carrying your sword. I would assume he would take it. And of course, if Darzanon and the Dark Queen are running around looking for powerful artifacts, I'm sure he wouldn't mind parting with it for a few million souls.
How hard would it be for Revjack to wield the sword?
You could wield it normally, but it's just the weapon itself wields weighs 80 pounds.
Okay.
To a typical person, it would be impossible to use.
All right. Can I use it during the battle?
You could, but it wouldn't be much help. It doesn't have any special traits yet.
No.
It's just really heavy.
Okay. So it just does what? Regular damage, or does it do
Oh,
different
baby
damage?
girl.
This does regular damage. It's a
Yeah.
magical weapon, but it doesn't have any enhancements on it.
Okay.
Because, like I said, it refuses to be wielded, so it's holding back its powers.
Hey, Alex here. Okay.
Well, good.
I just want to make sure, like, if it was something that we could use to help defeat them even easier. Then
Oh, I can cast Holy Weapon.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, I can cast fifth level spell, so yeah.
Okay, so if I use that,
It
As a
just
holy-
gives a weapon a 2d8 holy damage on hit.
Hmm.
Mind you, that would be a lot better for a fighter than a cleric to use,
yeah.
because I
So,
can only make one attack.
so I ask, what's the name of the giant again?
He hasn't told you his name.
Oh, what's your name?
Garth.
Garth. Since pit fiends get resistance with weapons that are not silvered, could you silver these in time, or will he be here before then? I think I got an
They're-
adamantine weapon. Will
They're
that work?
non-magical silvered weapons. So, not magical ones will still work just fine.
Okay.
Wait, so we need silver weapons to attack
No.
this
No,
thing?
no,
Oh,
Magic, you need
disregard.
magic weapons work just fine.
okay. Sure.
It's just your fire bow does no fire damage to it.
Great.
Well, good thing I made my own bow. This sweet little thing here. God damn, that was a nice encounter with this talking tree.
Just trying to think of what we can do to help.
So, Alex and James, put your character names into the chat.
I don't have access to chat.
Okay, so I will do that for you then. Veros, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Toldro says, I'm going to go out. I'm going to take the first watch and rest while I do so. Been a long flight and I need my sleep.
Fair enough. Sleep well.
Okay, and he just goes out to the front yard, which is a pretty rocky place, at least for the huge creatures. For you guys, it's a lot of slopes and small jags. Toldro rests his head and starts going to sleep. What do the rest of you do? And by rest of you, I mean the main party.
I'll pick up Magog, put him in my nap, and pet him, and take a nap at the table.
Okay, so you call him out, and he has eaten so much cheese that he didn't make the hole big enough for him to crawl back out, so you have to pull him out by his fat head.
Okay.
And you just stuff him into your backpack because it's just too difficult for you to do everything all at once. And he just flops upside down into your backpack. And he says, I'm good. And his tail is just swishing back and forth at the end of the opening.
Okay.
I would probably take Baxter and Refjag and fucking go around and take a look at the cloud giant castle in the sky.
It's
Thank
just
you.
a manor. It's not like a castle. Behind the manor, this building has about 8 rooms on the floor, on the main floor, and has about 9 rooms on the top floor. So there's just a 2-floor manor. And you go out the other side, and the manor is pretty typical. There's a study, there's a forge in the back made of solid stone. And
Oh, do they
again,
have
hey,
arrows?
guys. No, they don't have arrows that fit your size.
Do they have
Ow.
huge
bows?
arrows.
Fuck.
Oh,
Does he have scrap metal?
Yeah, he has scrap metal. But he says don't use it because he wants to use it himself.
Do they have leftover wood that I could make arrows from?
I can make you arrows. How many you need?
I can too, but sure. I need all of them, basically.
Hey, I'm an archer too.
Yeah, good job. But I need all of them, like 200, maybe.
hey
How's
Garth.
that sound?
Yes, little one.
So how big is the bow that they have?
It's like 16 feet tall.
Can you make me one that's the same strength as you guys use, but smaller for me to use?
No. I wouldn't be able to stick my finger in there. There'd be no way for me to test it.
Oh, I'll test it.
It wouldn't be the same.
I know, but one that you make for me using your strength, if I could use it, then it would be awesome. And it'll help us in the fight.
I feel like that you just need a magical bow. If I make a bow for your size, I'll probably snap it before it gets to the same tensile strength that you're looking for.
So I would like to sit down and make. How many arrows is 100 gold worth?
Oh shit!
Oh, considering you get 20 for 1 gold, a lot.
2,000.
2,000.
So how many arrows do you all want?
Me? I want. Well, then give me 500.
How are you going to carry 500 arrows?
I have a bag of holding and a quiver of Elona, and I have a lot of stuff.
Okay, I just wanted like 20 arrows.
Well, you have other means of fighting too, but I rely on arrows.
Red Jack,
Yeah.
if you give me 50 gold, I'll give you a longbow.
Okay. I got a longbow. I just got a regular one.
Oh.
I'm looking. What I'm looking for is like, remember, in the old editions they had like extra strength longbows.
Composite longbows.
So you have a non-magical longbow, or is it a +1 longbow?
No, it's just a regular longbow. But I never use longbows that often. But
okay.
If I could,
it's a +1. It's magical. It will do damage to fiends now.
Yeah. No, I'm just looking for somebody to make me.
Well, it will do +1 attack and damage now.
I know, but what I'm looking for is like a mini ballista, basically.
That's more crossbow than longbow.
Well, if he could shrink his bow to 8 feet long, and I can shoot it sideways. But don't worry about it. Riftjack is dreaming, that's all.
Yeah.
There's a way of doing it. Maybe on a star medal. That'd be cool.
Okay.
I don't know. What is there to do?
Nothing.
There's nothing to do, right?
You're just resting and watching him work on the sword.
Well, I guess I'll rest then and fucking. Do I have that? I don't have any games.
Okay.
I'm going to make 600 arrows.
Nice.
Oh, hey,
with the channel divinity.
Hey, Jander, can you make me a mithril chain for that star metal flail head that I made when we were in Starfall?
Yeah, but not right now.
Okay.
I could.
Okay. That
There you
works.
go. So I'll take an hour, use my channel divinity, and knock out 600 arrows.
Nice.
You have the mithril bars, because if I try and make a chain with channel divinity, it's just chain's gonna become whatever metal I use.
No.
Okay. Oh.
Hey,
If we
Garth,
had
you got any
mithril,
mithril?
I could.
Yes. What?
Do you have any mithril?
No, I don't.
Kill him. Kill him.
I feel like I've invited a lot of mice into my workshop.
Speaking of which, do you have pets?
Oh Jesus! Can we just fight this fucking thing instead of going shopping for every damn thing we've got?
Sorry.
No, they'd all die from lack of oxygen.
Sorry, I just had to because you brought up mice. So gender, do you want like money for those arrows?
Yeah, if you could drop some gold on me to recoup my spending, that would be great. But other than that, no, y'all can have them.
How much are you asking for?
For the 600 arrows, it cost me 60, or no. Let's see,
30?
it's 20 per gold. Yeah, 30 gold.
So I'll just take 500 and give 100 to Fletch, and I drop like literally like
I don't
30
have.
gold, like a what?
I don't have room for 100 arrows.
Well, I'll take the rest then.
I wouldn't mind having 20.
Yeah, you get 20 and I get 580. And I'll drop a pouch on your head with 30 gold. Because you said drop it on you. You want 30, right? 30?
Yes, just 30.
Yeah, I'll place it on your head.
Thank you.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you. That's very nice.
Yeah.
Now you can't throw the arrows in my face.
Interesting thing is, using channel divinity, the item is made out of whatever you use to transmute. If you use gold, the item has gold in it. So those arrows have golden shafts.
Well, it's not. They're gonna be looking fancy, but it's not like they're gonna change anything, right?
No, mechanically they're the same. It's just
Yeah.
Roleplay wise,
Looking cool.
Yeah.
And
You send
Remus will give-
streaks of golden sunshine into your enemies.
Here's your arrows, Fletch.
Thank you. I might give them back. I'm kind of hoping this demon just shows up and kills me at this point.
That's incredibly reassuring. Nice. Good fighting with you.
Well, I'm pretty sure I can save a revivify for you.
That would be nice. Oh, for him. Never mind.
Well, I have a revivify for you too.
Huh. That's good to know. So we can all die once.
and
stay alive.
just to be sure, I go to Jander and say, "Here you go." Jander now has Death Ward.
Thank you. Because we all know I'm going to need it.
Okay.
Can I spend the rest of the time to try to get a long rest in?
You can try.
I can try.
You've already had plenty of long rests on the way here, so.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
I'll eat and chill.
It took us like 2 days to get here from, or at least a day. I know it took us a day. So.
Yeah.
I'll tell back, so you should probably stay here. Because it's really dangerous. And he most likely will die, and then Steve is going to resurrect me just to kill me again.
Okay.
I'll leave it up to Magog if he wants to come with me or stay here.
Well, isn't there? Aren't they coming here We aren't going anywhere. They are coming to see us.
Yeah, but they can stay in a room and not join the fight and hide and flee or whatever.
Well, Fletch is just laying on the table with his eyes closed, his hands under his head, saying, I don't know if they're coming here or not, because we've spent the last 3 days discussing every little thing we're going to do to try to fight these things.
I miss those. So how are we gonna find them?
We're going to kill them dead.
Just like everything else you've been fighting.
Well, you don't exactly negotiate with, fiends.
Yeah.
You can, but
It usually doesn't turn out well for you.
I mean, I understand them. I think.
This is the one fight that the extra cleric damage doesn't really help.
Well,
okay,
I'm going to bed. Wake me up when they get here.
fair enough.
yeah, sleep time.
Okay, so you guys are just gonna leave Toldro out by himself.
I'd actually like to go out and
Oh, wait,
sort of
no.
camp out with him.
He can
Yeah.
change. He can change into human form and come in here with us anytime he wants to.
Yeah, but he's taking watch.
No, I'll take watch then too. Like once he's done, I'll just fucking trance and then I'm good to go. That way I don't even have to take off my armor and I'm good.
Okay,
I'll take a watch. I'm not going to stay out there the whole night.
I'll take the second after Toldro.
I'm going to tell Jander, if I'm going to be concentration on holy weapon, you're going to have to cast bless.
All right, I will prepare it then. Actually, I already have it prepared. We're good.
all right. So let's try to introduce. So you guys, two of you, Fletch and Remus, are resting with Toldro. Let's introduce Alex number 2 and James. So introduce your two characters.
You want to go first or do I?
Go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Alright. Hi, everybody. I will be playing Danya, the dragon child. She is an interesting character. I don't know. Alex kind of made it up, but it's badass. She is a human. She's quite young, very beautiful. She has long red hair, is gorgeous golden, adorned scale mail with like a bunch of draconic runes and like a big dragon head on its on the shoulder. And she's wielding quite a long sword with magical runes and kind of little small fire coming from it. She walks with old confidence and stuff.
Okay.
And I'm James. I'll be playing Varus. I am a wood elf, and the special class is Dragon Slayer. I am a typical build of an wood elf. I'm tall, lengthy, quite skinny, and you just notice that I have this silver and gold embroidered armor that just looks like the armor itself is got wings, and then you just see this burgundy underlayer of just the fabrics and the tassels, and then you can see in my hands this ginormous two-handed halberd that looks like it's been used in quite many fights.
They don't see you yet, by the way.
Oh.
I just wanted you to introduce yourselves. That's
Okay,
My bad.
back in the shadows we go.
Oh no. Just let me get started here. So, Dania, you are flying on the back of a rock. the bird. And you are using a form of telepathy to speak with it. And you are getting close to the island that they are resting on right now, and you see it. The rock does not. And he thinks to you, "Are we close?"
Yes, I sense him. It's just down that way, and I'll point down in the direction.
And he says, "Well, this is as high as I can go. You're gonna have to somehow get up the rest of the way."
It's all right. I can make my way from here. How far is it? Just wondering.
It's within range.
Okay, cool. I'll like give him a pat. I'll just say, "Thank you, friend." And she will squat down, her feet kind of engulf in a little bit of fire, and then she just leaps like crazy high up there.
Okay. So you leap onto the edge of the island, and as you're kind of jumping through the sky, you do notice what looks like this icy dragon flying on the other side of the island, but you notice that there isn't very many people on it. However, you do notice that it's on the back of it. It kind of looks like a boat, but with a draconic head. And on the side of it, you see what looks like Veros.
Oh God, not again, not now, please. But I'm gonna start running to where I sense Toldro.
Okay. Veros, you're on the back of this ice ship that you quote unquote commandeered from the Winter Elves after you didn't kill them, but you did definitely dispatch their unit. And
I prefer to call it tactically acquired.
yes. After tactically acquiring their ship and using the horn to put it under your control, you used it to fly up here. However, you noticed that when flying too high, it started to crack and become weak. So you're flying pretty much at its limit. Once you
Okay.
get to a certain point, you know that this thing is just a construct. So once you get to a certain point, you start flying it up towards the edge of the island, and you start running up the front of the ship. And the ship is just starting to crack and crumble underneath your feet, and then you jump up onto the island, and it just shatters and crumbles into this just ice cloud in the wind.
Oh, that's a hell of an entrance.
You know Toldro is on this island. You've seen him fly here.
I'm gonna
But
start finding him.
You also know that Dania is here as well, assuming that the cloud trail was her.
So I need to find him quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start searching around for him.
Okay. It doesn't take either of you long to find him. And when you both do, you both spot him first, which both of you are relieved and satisfied in some way. But you also notice that he's sitting with a couple other adventurers.
Yeah, Remus has his bow out because he heard shit, and he's like, "Are those foes? Are we gonna shoot them?" Yeah.
So Dania is using the image, so you guys have a really good idea of how she looks. I will post an image of what Veros looks like. So you two, Remus, Fletch, Toldro lifts his head up, and you guys are aware of their presence. What happens next?
I'm just gonna shout out, Pharaohs! This is not the time.
Not the time for what?
Please, this is none of your concern, and can you please step away from the dragon?
Who are you?
Yeah,
And he points.
Fletch steps in front of the dragon, and you might notice he's wearing a silver amulet of Bahamut around his neck. And he's like, yeah, maybe it is my business.
Please, you have this all confused. It's just... Oh, God, this is so complicated. Toldro! A little assistance, please.
Don't listen to him. He burned the village.
Oh, my God. No, he did not. If anything, he saved us all.
Oh, he was the only one there, and you know it.
Who are you guys?
Goodness.
It's a long story.
Well, I have time.
Well, if things go poorly, I might not.
Ferris, please just...
Oh, Toldro, you're awake. Oh.
Just hold off for now. Just... This is not the time.
Not the time for what?
So I will turn to the other adventurers and who are you? And why are you here?
There's
I
just
asked
this
you
huge ass
first.
fucking house behind.
My name's Fletch, as in I'm going to fletch an arrow up your ass if you try to harm this dragon.
Yeah. You could try.
And PvP.
Are they making a lot of noise?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Harbeck's gonna come outside and see what's going on.
Jander
Yeah.
is as well.
I asked you first. You cannot ask me the same question back.
I'll just pull my sword out and just like dig it into whatever ground it is. I don't know. It's cloud, right?
It's rock. It's a floating.
All right, then
island.
I'll dig it into the ground and I'll kneel. I'll just say, well, if introductions are that important, I am Danya, the Dragon Ward of Toldro. I am his
you're like the
protector.
reinforcements. Yeah.
I'm possibly, I don't know. I was summoned here. Toldro, did you happen to explain my presence?
Yes, I
You
told them that I had summoned you.
Good.
Yeah, but we don't know who this jerk is.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yes.
He is Veros, a man
Yes.
intent on taking my life.
If you
Wait,
plan
what?
on
My
doing that
parents.
here, I'm going to smack you off this island with this hammer.
You really think your little hammer can do much when I fight dragons for a living?
Wait, I'm not getting it. So she.
I smack the hammer on my hand, and a shockwave, and a burst of fire comes out of it at the same time.
It's going to be really funny when you fall like 3,000 feet after being hit by a hammer and have an arrow up your ass.
At that point in time, I'm just going to slowly rise off the ground and up to where I'm like, falling won't. That dragon will die. It killed my parents.
No, it did not. We've gone through this over and over and over again for years. We have been fighting for this for years, and you don't understand that Toldro saved us.
I'll look back
Toldro
at,
was the only one there besides you and I. He
Well-
killed everybody else.
Toldro, did you kill his parents?
No.
Well, there you go. That's pretty.
That's good
Yep.
enough for me.
Yeah.
He's stubborn. He doesn't listen. He thinks his own senses are enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to look back at the rest of the party. Oh, look, guys, he can levitate. Ooh, I'm scared.
Yeah. News for you. I
If
can hit
know
you in the air
anything
too.
about dragons, metallic dragons like Toldro here, are followers of Bahamut. Chromatic dragons follow Tiamat. So I don't think a metallic dragon would maliciously kill someone.
So basically, he's a dragon slayer who doesn't know anything about dragons.
No.
Holy shit, Remus, is he related to you?
As stubborn as he is,
I was-
Veros is quite the warrior. He has felled many dragons.
I really thought you were going to compliment me here, saying I was not the most retarded person, but then you topped it. You topped it.
I only tease because I love you, Remus.
No, yeah, I know. God. Okay, well, what are you doing here, dude? Like, you can't kill this dragon. Seriously, what do you want?
Hold on, checking backstory.
Me.
What a mean introduction.
And you must not be able to fly very long or very high, otherwise you wouldn't have the boat. And it crumbled, by the way, so...
You guys wouldn't have seen that.
Oh, okay.
No, Danya would have.
Yeah, I should mention that. Oh,
I told you, Remus, we should have just killed him when he came up.
Yeah, good thing that we didn't kill her, but him, yeah. Probably, yeah, we're fucked up.
but please,
And like, he thinks he's the only one who's ever killed a dragon before, and it makes him a badass or something.
he's killed many. He's quite proficient in it.
Well, why does he
Literally
want to
my job.
kill, like, Toldro? Like,
Because-
Toldro is like, look at him.
Okay,
Not
all right.
doing anything.
I feel that an explanation is in order.
Yeah, I told you.
All right. Well, Veros and I were very young, and we were friends. That we lived in the same small village, and one day our village was under attack by orcs, and of course, most of the village was slaughtered, including our parents, and
I never once saw any orcs.
my goodness. Can you let me continue, please? All right. Well, I ran off. I don't know where Veros was in all this action, but all of a sudden, Toldro came by. I was terrified. I didn't know what I was doing, so I ran away from the conflict completely, and lo and behold, I came across some orcs that were dead set on killing me, and Toldro came and rescued me, and he somewhat fostered me and became my second parent, and now
So
I am his...
So
That's
everyone in your village was wiped out except for you and the village idiot.
He's not an idiot. He's just stubborn as hell.
I don't know. No one describes me ever as stubborn.
So, Varys, have you spoken to Toldro in a zone of truth to see if he was telling the truth?
We have not.
Would that be something that you would entertain?
Well, it would be a good time to ask, in game and out.
Oh, didn't know we could do those.
So, do
Yes.
we kill him or we let him live?
He, despite his ambition to kill me, he is actually a very strong force of good.
Yes, actually, Veros and I have been slaying evil dragons for most of our times, even though we know that we can never really see eye to eye, but we do have one common goal, and that is felling dragons, whether it be out of sheer hate or smiting evil.
So you're saying you have not seen anyone like the attack, like the last thing you remembered was like everyone dead? Is that how you remember it? Barros?
For me?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure who you were talking to. All I remember is I woke up, the village is on fire, and I see a dragon going away from the village.
Was
My
it this
parents
dragon?
are. Yes. I am 100% sure that specific dragon right there is the one
Ah.
that flew over my.
Did it have something in its claws?
I don't remember. Again, this was quite young.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
I say we entertain this cleric's notion of using a zone of truth.
I don't know
lift
what that does.
visor of my helmet
Yeah. A
and
zone of truth is a magical area where those who don't internally ward off the spell, whenever they speak, they cannot speak falsehoods. Mind
So you
you,
can't
they
lie?
don't have to, they aren't compelled to talk. Also, they can't lie, but they don't have to. They don't have to answer questions that are asked.
Oh, I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, mind you, if like a person that is unwilling to tell you the truth, the spell doesn't really do anything because unless you make them talk, they won't speak, and so the spell does nothing.
So you're
mainly
saying we
for-
should torture him?
That won't be required.
I'm saying that for those who speak, it makes it so they cannot not tell lies. But the thing is, you have to kind of be. It's only useful in a situation where the person is willing to answer questions.
Oh yeah,
fully.
right. We're not talking about virus. No, we're not gonna torture. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused here. Okay. I'm up with that or that.
Toldro, would you be willing to speak with him in a zone of truth?
Of course.
I don't
Anything to
think the
dispel
dragon
this
would
notion.
fit in a zone of truth, though.
He can in human form.
Yeah.
True. Very well.
I do not know that spell today.
I don't have it either. I can learn it if he is willing to entertain the time needed. Hold back his hatred.
Yeah, do you want to wait, Veros?
Do you want to finally know the truth?
Sure. How long will this take?
Finish a long rest.
Yeah.
Well, you just came out of a long rest, so.
So yeah, probably tomorrow morning.
Fine.
Okay. So, you guys finished the long rest this morning. Then Toldro is in his human form, which is of course is golden. Him as a golden knight with a great sword on his back, and he's just sitting on the ground.
I'm sitting right next to him.
Well, I knew I needed help, but not from him.
Trust me, you need me as much as I need you.
Speaking of which, I know you guys apparently can fight dragons. Can you fight devils?
I'm sorry. What? What?
Yes, this is why I've summoned you.
Yeah.
Yep, we're all gonna die.
Yeah, we have to fight a pit thing.
Are your attacks fire-based by any chance?
Mine are somewhat. I mean, most of my power is drawn from Toldro.
Yeah. Yeah. Most likely these are going to be either immune, but if we're fighting lower level fiends, then they might just be resistant to fire.
Well, we fought dragons, I feel like a pit fiend is no different. Toldro, are you confident?
Of course.
Then as am I. Alright. Can we get this zone of truth going? I would rather not have someone hostile in our presence as much as we need to.
All right, Varys, Toldro, come here.
Toldro gets up and walks over to you.
I do it well.
I am going to sit cross-legged with my rapier in my lap and cast Zone of Truth.
I have nothing to hide. Toldro lets the spell fall. Like fall onto him, and he is influenced by it.
Varys, you may ask him anything you wish, and he will have to tell the truth.
Not sure if you saw me send a Discord message. I don't know where you want to go with this.
No worries, you can just go with your character and ask questions.
So what were you doing at my village that night?
I was initially drawn by the presence of a shadow dragon, but when I discovered that it was also being besieged by orcs, I decided that it was necessary for me to attack the orcs and defend the village. As a servant of Bahamut, that was my calling.
I'm just gonna cock my head
last
to the side a
that I
little bit.
know is all I see is you going overhead. All I remember is you going overhead, and the village behind me burned.
Yes.
And I don't remember any orcs. Do you see why that?
Well, yes, I did do that. I used my breath weapon to swoop down across, like any dragon would do, as you know, and to lay waste to the orc horde. It would have been foolish for me to land in the middle of them all and try to take them all one at a time.
And to your knowledge, did anything else besides the orcs get injured in your retaliation?
No. And unfortunately, that is the cost of war. Something you are also very aware of.
Yes, I am.
I'm sorry to interrupt this moment, but yes, Toldro. What do you mean, shadow dragon?
It is a dragon that is influenced by the powers of the Shadowfell.
Like the armor that I'm wearing right now. That's from a shadow dragon
Oh,
that Toldro killed.
I helped.
Yeah, we all. Yeah, you helped. That's true, actually, Jenner. You helped. I don't know how you did that, but you did. You live. The surprise.
It was a bit of a
Varys?
surprise for me, too.
Yeah.
Varys?
That's your character's name, James.
Yes, I know. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm.
Harvey,
Go.
Varys, if you wish to kill Toldro today, in 15, 20 years, if a man comes up to you and say, you were the cause of my parents' death, when you know that they just fell in the fight, would you let that man slay you?
I'd sure as hell fight him.
Well, are you convinced now? Because this is pretty convincing to me. Like all this magic stuff, and he can't lie, and he just told you something, and now you know the truth. Can you not just be done with this issue?
So if you woke up and everyone in your village was dead, and you saw a unicorn walking by, would you automatically think the unicorn killed everybody?
Well, let's see. It's a dragon with fire breath that just burned my village. My village behind me is literally on fire.
Okay, same question.
Dragon, fire?
You wake up and everyone in your village has been like stabbed to death, and you saw a unicorn walking by. Would you think the unicorn killed everybody? This is a gold dragon.
Did the unicorn have blood on its face?
Sure, let's
story?
make it. Let's make it harder.
Fine, I will.
I don't think you have very many options left here, anyways.
Not live.
Please, Veros, just end this conflict.
Just stay out of my way, dragon.
How are you with platypuses?
What?
Wouldn't that be platypi?
What
That
is
would
this
be.
platypus? What is that?
That's like a duck, but
You hear a rough voice in the distant clearing. Platypi. And a pit fiend with what looks like three beautiful women with red wings on their back, and they look like kind of like just fallen angels of sorts. They're
Oh,
carrying maces and shields, and of course in front of them is a large pit fiend.
but we're not ready yet.
Is Ripjack here?
That he is.
Yeah. Your normal meteor ball is now blessed with a holy weapon. It'll do an extra 2d8 radiant damage on whatever you hit with it per hit.
Good man. Good man.
So the pit fiend and two succubi appeared.
They just look like there's three beautiful women in tow, and they have feathered wings on their backs.
Can I roll an Arcana on them?
Sure.
Can I give him advantage?
Sure.
I just shoot 3 arrows at the pit fiend. Fuck it.
That was a 20.
But goddamn, we'll be here all night. Can I roll information about this and that and other things? It's a fight. Get in it.
Okay.
No, I was doing that so I could use my blessing to figure out everything about them.
You can just use the blessing by default. You don't need to
Okay.
roll if you don't want to.
Well, the roll was a 29 either way, but I'm using the blessing to know everything.
Okay. You know that they're called Aaron.
Yeah.
They are basically advanced succubi. They wield maces. And other hellish weapons. They are also resistant to magic. They are also immune to fire and poison and being poisoned. They can see invisible creatures. They are also resistant to weapons that do non-magical damage. And all their weapons are poisonous. They also have ropes at their sides that they use, which are just ropes of entanglement. They also have cunning reflexes, which allows them to parry blows from people. They're all in plate armor, and they are capable of flight.
Yay!
Initiatives.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Redjack now knows all that information about the enemies and smack them really, really hard with that.
Make them good.
Because we couldn't have guessed all that before.
So everyone.
Well, I shot 3 arrows right off the bat. As soon as
I got an 11.
at the pit fiend.
Okay. I will do you last, Varus, because then I know who you are, and I will just ask for you. Okay. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, just make your 3 attack.
I got a 26, a 25, and a 30, which was a crit for me.
Okay, those will all hit.
Okay.
17 Varus, right?
Correct.
What's your dex? Sorry.
No, I got a total. That was the total.
Yeah, I know, but
including
what's your dex?
initial damage.
What's your total
21.
dex? 21. Okay. Thank you, I'm done.
I did 30 points of damage total.
Okay.
And that is magical. And silver, for that matter.
And I get initiatives for them.
And this is the part where
What'd you get, Varus?
13 in total.
13.
and this is the part where we find out that was the wrong pit fiend. This was actually like a friend showing up to help.
Yeah. Xander.
Hey guys, what's up? Platypi, right? Oh fuck! What the fuck, guys?
Xander, what's your initiative?
14.
I want to know if you guys wanted to crack some soul rocks, but now you pissed me off.
What's theirs?
Oh. Yeah, I'll just give you theirs.
Better than ours.
It's pretty good.
And then for my movement, I'm going to move behind Remus and like point to him.
To me or to the fiend?
Sure.
Just say yes and hope it wasn't a question.
Yeah, I'm just going to like shake my head and point to Remus.
You did it.
And mouth, it wasn't me. It's the other guy with the long bow.
No, what the fuck? And I'm standing there with my fucking longbow out.
Exactly.
So the Enrias actually go second. So
And how far are we from them?
I'd say about 80 feet.
Oh, okay. I like that distance.
So the Enrias, they fly up and they pull out longbows. And they're going to land on some rocks nearby that are about 15 feet high. And they're going to shoot at you.
Me?
Two of them. How many attacks can I make with that? Just one. So they're gonna shoot. One's gonna shoot at Fletch. 22.
That's my armor class.
So it hits. And you take 5 piercing damage. Do you have any defenses against poison?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I need you to make a con save.
Well, at least it's my best save. Actually, I might have a defense against poison, but I'll go ahead and make this while I look that up. I got a 19.
Okay. You still take 15 points of damage, but you're not poisoned.
Okay.
The other one shoots at Remus.
Just to be clear, I took a total of 20 points of damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The save doesn't resist the poison damage.
Okay.
22 gonna hit Remus.
Yeah.
Okay. Need one more D8 just to flesh that out fully. Make a Constitution save, and you take a really low amount of damage. 15 points of damage.
27.
Okay, you're not poisoned.
I cannot be poisoned.
Okay, well, never mind then. You take 15 points of damage.
Okay.
It's a mix of piercing and poison.
Yeah.
And one is going to shoot at Toldro. And that sucks because she crit. Fucking shoot him right in the head while he's in his human form.
That would really suck if Toldro went down right now.
Yeah.
That would suck big time.
It takes a lot of damage, unfortunately.
I know. I
Ow.
think I'd just jump off the flying mountain.
It's like, might as well just fucking fall unconscious and die in mid-flight.
No, I'd actually probably stand a better chance of surviving, to be honest.
When jumping down.
Yeah.
Funny.
I've got a perioptic wound closure, which means when I hit 0, I don't. Well, I don't know. It depends
That
on
depends
much.
how. Yeah, that depends on how your
But
total.
I still got
Okay.
more than 100 hit. Well, I got more than 100. I got 122 hit points when I'm at full.
So, if you take 244 or more, you're dead.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
dead.
37.
But I
And
think
still,
I think
if
the
you
falling I think the falling rules though max out at 20d6.
Yeah. Once
So-
you hit terminal velocity, that's 20d6.
Which is only 120 hit
You-
So
you fall from space.
Yeah, I
Ends
fall
up-
from space, black out, and then wake up in like an hour or so.
he ends up taking 43 points of damage.
Oh wow, a lot.
Yeah, his head is looking pretty swollen right now. Pierced right through his helmet. And stress rolling. It's Toldro's turn. He's shapeshifted. He's
Hey, is it not my turn? It was not my turn. It was never. You skipped me.
I skipped you.
Yeah.
Turn. I'm kidding. Your turn. Go ahead.
So are the chicks within 90 feet of me? Like
Yes.
even in the air? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll put like my hunter's mark on the one that just shot Toldro.
Okay.
And that was my bonus action, and as my main action, I'm going to attack her with my +2 longbow. And that is a 33 to hit,
That hits.
and that's a 32 to hit.
Those both hit.
Okay, so she's going to take 12 plus. Wait, that is 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 damage from the first hit, and that's only a 2. 11, 13 damage from the second hit.
Okay.
I think that's 25 something. Didn't write it down. Yeah, and I will stay within 90 feet, but like, can I get cover anywhere? Since you said there were rocks.
You
They're
can
like
go
15.
inside the house. You guys are in like a clearing in front of the house.
Well, are there columns I could get like partial cover behind?
No. There's like, it's not like a ruins or anything. There's no like fence or nothing like that. It's just like this. It's like this rounded clearing. There's these two huge rock piles, which is them pretty much digging up the front yard so that it's flat, so it can be used for later. And there's these two huge rock piles that the Enrias are using to stand on. One's on the right side, two are on the left. And of course, there's the pit fiends in between the two of them. The only cover that you can get is by moving inside and
Yeah.
hiding behind the wall.
Yeah, no. I'm going to drink a health potion and try to recall who was that who used that Harbeck, I think. Like the blessing, Mistress Blessing. Like, and he would ask, hey, are they like immune to fire like those pixie people?
Yes. Everything the pit thing was, that so is them.
It's going to be a pain.
And that's my turn.
Unless someone knows Elemental Bane.
Nope.
No.
Okay. So that's your turn. So Toldro goes, and he is going to return. He's going to lunge forward, turn to his dragon form, which is just this bright light where he moves ahead into the opening, then turns into his full form, which is a huge dragon. And he flies up and lands near the Enrias and attacks them. And you can make 3 attacks. He misses 1, hits 1. So he hits with 2 claw attacks for 18 and 11. And they have to make wisdom saving throws against him. Which is pretty good. So, but the one fails, other one fails, and only one of them succeeds. So 2 of them are frightened from him, and the other one is not. And that's his turn.
Okay. I'm going to cast. I'm going to get within 20 feet of one. The one that Remus Hunter marked.
Okay.
And cast Spiritual Weapon. And smack her with a Celestial Hammer.
Okay.
And I rolled a natural 1.
So the spirit weapon just misses.
Yeah. And deck save because that was a bonus action. It's a Sacred Flame.
Okay.
DC 16.
She makes it.
Okay. Takes no damage. Dodged it.
She got 18.
Yeah.
Next on the list is Veros.
That continues the trend of me doing no damage.
For you.
I'm just gonna run in and then take the dash up as far as I can, get as close as I can to him.
The Pit Fiend?
Yeah.
Okay. You move 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
35.
35? You are 45
Correct.
feet away.
Sounds good.
Okay. Rev Jack.
All right. So 80 feet away from the pit fiend, right?
Yeah. There's not any way for me to catch a ride with Toldro over to where you were. You can kind of ask him to come back if you want, but
No. All right. So with the pit fiend I'm gonna use my class feature where I can find out information about them as far as like there's a certain amount of things I could find out about them. Want to know his current hit points. That's my know your enemy thing.
Yep, I know.
And his AC.
Oh, that's. I thought it
Um,
was only if it was higher than yours.
Sorry?
I thought it was a comparison. I didn't think it actually tells you the precise number.
DM tells you if it's your equal, superior, or inferior in regards to two of the following characteristics, which is AC. My AC is like 26 with my buckler. So
you have to interact with them for at least a minute before that ability kicks in.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and somebody decided to shoot him.
Oh well, never mind. I will move 30 feet, and I'll use Commander's Strike and allow Toldro to attack again.
Okay.
I can give him an attack, and he just uses he just adds a superiority die that I give him to damage to whoever he attacks, which he gets an extra 8 points of damage on whatever he attacks.
Okay, he's gonna hit the Enria that he's been focusing this entire time. He's gonna bite her. And he's gonna do a shit ton of damage. 16, and he does 32 points of damage to her as he chomps on her.
Is that what the 8 extra?
Yep.
Cool. And that'll be my turn because I really can't. Actually, yeah, because my longbow isn't in.
Your
my
longbow,
hand.
yeah, not in hand, but I would have made it magical at the end of at the start of the new day.
Oh, so it would have been a magic?
Yeah, your longbow is a +1.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll make 2 attacks with longbow against the same area that he's fighting against him. So first one would be a 23 to hit. The next attack would be a nat 20.
Okay.
I'll roll damage for the other one, so that's 4, 7. So 11 points for the first one, and you just roll 2d8s and then you add whatever's left, right, for your crits.
Yeah. So just double the dice rolls.
Alright, so 7, 6, that's 13, plus 7, so 20 points of damage. The second
So
one.
31 in total?
Yeah.
She's not looking that great right now. She's still standing.
Okay. And that will be my turn.
So next is the Pit Fiend. He's gonna fly up in the air. And he's going to cast Wall of Fire.
Oh, fuck, I knew he was going to do this shit.
And he's gonna put it. He's gonna put it on Fletch, Remus, Harbeck, and Jander.
Of course he is.
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna need all of you to make dex saving throws.
All right, just a moment.
Just a moment as Jander prepares to write his will.
That was not a good roll. I got a 12. Luckily, I'm resistant to fire, so
23.
does Jander. Because he is level 6, he should be resistant to fire.
That
You
is
said-
correct.
You said 23?
Yes.
Okay.
What was the saving throw?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. That's going to be an 18.
Okay. And Remus, what'd you get?
I think he's AFK.
Okay. So you don't take damage immediately right now, but at the start of your turn, if you failed the save, which is actually just the 2 forged clerics, you will take 15, 21, 28. You will take 30 points of fire damage, which is halved because you're resistant, so 15. And if you made the save, you will take 15 damage at the start of your turn. And if you end the turn in the fire, then you will continue to take that same damage.
Okay.
The tail end of the wall actually hits the house, and it catches on fire. And that's his turn.
Did Remus take damage also?
Remus has to make a dex save. Okay, you take 15 points of fire damage from a wall of fire.
Huh.
All right, that's its turn. And Tanya.
Am I outside of the wall or inside the wall?
You're outside. Nobody is in the building.
Okay. Shoot. I mean, like outside the wall of fire.
You're not in it, no.
Okay. But is Toldro like blocked off from me?
No, he is fighting the Enrias in
Okay.
melee.
Okay. Could I do my jump as my movement, or is that like an action?
That's an action.
Okay. Then, yeah, I feel like I gotta get in there. I'm gonna do my launch jump, and I'm gonna like get between Toldro and Aaron Yeast.
Well, you can't get between them, but you can land behind them or
Okay.
beside them.
And that's fine.
Okay, so you land near them, and of course, everyone's a bit surprised that you jump 80 feet away.
Just like goosh. Crazy, like 3-point landing. And then
The
I can't
fire
really
landing.
And then I can't really do anything for my bonus action, can I? No, I can't. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand next to Toldro with my sword up. Yep,
Okay,
that's my turn.
and Jander?
All right.
So this
I'm
is
going
when
to-
you would take that 15 points of damage if you haven't already written it down.
Yeah, already got it written down. I'm going to take and move out of the wall of fire.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Bless at a 3rd level
Ooh.
on. I don't know everybody's name, so Alex. Everybody but Matt and me is going to get blessed.
Okay.
Thanks.
So
Cool.
Remus, Veros, Revjack, Tanya, Jen, and Fletch.
Thank
You
you.
all get an extra D4.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
All right, and that's my turn.
Fletch.
Okay. All right. Is there anybody within 15 feet of me?
No enemy, no.
No, I mean friendlies.
I think I would be.
Remus and who else was in the fire? Harbeck. Or not Harbeck.
No, I moved 20 feet forward to get
Yeah.
within 60 of them.
Who was the 4th person there?
Gender?
Jander was.
But Jander
Remus,
moved back or
Fletch.
something, didn't he?
So
I
it's just
just-
me, buddy.
Okay, that's fine. I'll move over by Remus. I took my 15 points of damage. My action is going to be I'm going to activate my Cube of Force. I'm hitting the 4th button on it, so no spell effects can get through to us.
Okay, so this
That's awesome.
Alex's character is too far away to be blessed.
Okay, then
Bless has a 30-foot radius.
He
All
said,
right.
Um,
I'm okay. I'm not butthurt. It's all right, guys. You know, take
Cool,
for one
this
for the
is-
team.
This is how it feels inside your cube. Nice.
So
well, we can still be hit, just spell effects can't get to us.
Still pretty nice not being burnt anymore, you know?
Yeah, I don't need a wall of fire or a fireball or something on me.
Agreed.
Let's see. Bonus action. I'm going to go ahead and do a second wind. Okay, I get back the 15 hit points I just lost. And then you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go ahead and action surge and shoot 3 arrows at the Uranus that Toldro was fighting. I got a 22, a 28, and an 18.
the 2 arrows hit it and it deflects the last one using its parry.
Okay. Then it takes 20 points of damage.
Ouch. She is not looking good. She is not okay. That's your turn.
That is it.
Okie dokie. Remus.
Nice. I am going, like, the one that's not looking good is the one that has my hunter's mark on her, right?
No.
Aw, god damn it. Never mind.
Okay, just fuck him up. You will.
Fuck. How far is the chick away that it has my hunter's mark on her?
75, 80 feet.
Okay, that's not enough. Never mind. I'll attack her with 2 arrows, and I'll take on both -5 to hit and +10 damage. So here goes nothing. That's a 26 to hit,
That hits.
and that's gonna be a 17 to hit. Oh no, I have the fucking
The
less.
D4.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's
Oh.
a modified 20 to hit.
I don't know. You might not have it though. That's a
Why wouldn't I have it?
She
I'm
parries it.
because you can't no spell effects around you can get to you.
Ooh.
Fair enough, but the first
Oh,
one
no.
wasn't. So she parries my first arrow.
No, she gets hit by the first one, and then the other one just bounces off her plate.
Okay, then she's going to take from the arrow that hit her.
Yep.
28 damage.
Okay.
And parry's a reaction, right?
Parry is a reaction, but she didn't use it.
Oh yeah, she didn't use it.
Well, she already used it once this round anyway.
No, the one fighting Toldro used it once already.
Oh, you're right.
I am going to do the same thing. I'm gonna second wind, and second wind is a D10 plus fighter level, right?
Yep.
Okay. And also I'll drink a health potion, and that's my turn.
The Enrias. The two that are frightened by they're all going to disengage from Toldro. And the one is going to disengage from Tanya. They're all going to fly up into the air. And that is going to be their turn. Because they disengaged. The Pit Fiends,
pussy.
that's their turn. So Toldro goes next. And he's going to fly up after the one. Who he's been just eyeing up this whole time. And he's going to continue his vicious assault against it. Gold dragons are mean. So he lands the bite, but the claw gets parried, and the second claw scratches against her plate. And doesn't hurt her. He still does 19 damage to her. And that's their turn. That's Toldro's turn. So, Veros.
How far away am I now? 45?
feet. You were 45 feet from the pit.
And how far are they in the air?
What?
Okay.
And how high in the air are they?
Yeah.
The pit
I
fiend
make
is 60 feet, and the Enrias, they're 90 feet.
I got a 26 on concentration for the damage I took. So the meteor hammer's still holy.
Okay.
So basically, I'm going to have to take another full turn just to get up to them.
Sorry. It's Harbeck's turn. Fucking skipped him by accident.
Yeah. How far did they move?
The Enrias flew 60 feet up in the air. The pit fiend, so they're 80 feet up in the air, and the pit fiend is 60 feet up in the air.
Okay, so I use my bonus action to move my spiritual weapon 20 feet closer.
Okay.
And one of them has to make a dex save.
The Enria?
Yeah.
So are you targeting the one that Toldro is?
Yeah.
Okay. And DC was 16. That one's not gonna make it. Roll your damage.
Took 11 points of radiant damage.
She is looking to be on the verge of death.
Yeah, and I'm going to move out of the fire.
Okay. Run away from the wall of fire. Okay, so Veros is your turn now.
I'm going to have to take a full turn just to catch up to him.
The pit fiend is in the air. You can run underneath him, but he'll still be in the air.
Yeah, but I still be out of an action because that's 45 feet. That means it's too far for my... I'll have to dash to get up to him.
No, I mean he is flying there's no method for you to get up to him by walking.
I'm going to get underneath him. Like, I'm going to position myself almost directly underneath him.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. So you're underneath him now, and you're just kind of looking up at his feet.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. Revjack?
So did the one that Toldro was attacking, die?
No, she's still alive. She looks really bad, but she's alive.
I'm gonna use Commander Strike again and have Toldro attack her. He'll get an extra 7 points of damage on his attack.
Oh, she's fucking gone.
So
He flies. You give him some instructions, and she moves just in the way that you expect. And Toldro just snaps his neck, bites her in half, and throws her upper body onto the ground, and just throws the other half of it across on the other side of the pile of rocks. And she is dead.
all right. And my other two attacks, I'll pick one of the other ones and attack it twice. First attack is a 22. This attack is a nat 20. So the 22 is 12 points damage.
22 to hit
Yeah,
towards an Enria or the pit fiend.
the Anria.
She will parry it.
Yeah. The other attack was a nat 20. Yeah. So that was 11 plus 7, so that's 18 points of damage for the other one that she took.
Okay. She gets an arrow to the head, but she just smiles at you.
She flying?
Yep.
They're all flying.
Every single one of them.
Can't do shit. Can't fly.
Man,
Wings.
I'll move.
You could have jumped on his back.
That's what I'm gonna do now.
Yeah, is Toldro close enough to me?
No, he's flying after them.
Wow. I'm like, hey, pick me up so I can help you. If not, I'll move 30 feet closer to the Henrias.
Okay, so you start running up the rock pile. Try to get closer to them. After Revjack is the Pit Fiend. So, the Pit Fiend is a bit annoyed with how the firewall isn't going as well as planned, but with the building on fire, he knows he's done his damage. And he says, well, I guess I'll have to pick on something below my standards. And he is going to cast Hold Person, or Hold Monster, on Varys. Varys.
He has disadvantage. Oh no, that's not an attack. Never mind. You're good.
You gotta make a saving throw. Wisdom based.
You can add a d4. For your
Yeah,
bliss.
because of blessed.
Yep.
You know, I completely forgot about protection against evil and good. Would be a great thing to have in this situation.
Yeah. That's the first thing you always do. And then we actually find a fiend and it's announced like, nope.
Oh, because I was thinking it's probably going to be a tier 3 creature. Probably a good thing to hold concentration on holy weapon to do some
Yeah.
radiant damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do not have that spell prepared because I was thinking, well, I would be able to hold concentration on it.
What's your save?
26.
Okay, you make it. And when he realizes it fails, he shakes his head and he says, "Sturdy little creatures, aren't you?" And he flies up even higher in the air. He's now 90 feet in the air.
Cool.
Tanya?
All right. Launch one more time. We're going on Toldro's back.
Okay, you're now on Toldro's back.
God, this sucks. It takes my action. Yeah. Can I shove? No, I can't shove anything.
I can't
No.
show shit.
You can
Can't
shove
shove
Toldro.
any. No.
Can I speak as a reaction?
Yeah.
I yell at the pit team, "What are you doing running away? I didn't know such fiends were scary cats."
Are you saying that in his language?
I do not speak it.
So he doesn't speak
I
your
do.
language.
I can't translate for you, and I'm in a safe cube. So go ahead.
I thought he was speaking common.
He's speaking through telepathy.
Yeah, I can't really do anything. I'm just gonna try move with the rest of my movement closer to one of the Arañas
Okay.
while on his back. And yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah, you just start climbing up his head.
Yep.
You're kind of used to this, so I'm not going to make you roll on it. Janitor.
Okay, question. Would I've got a polymorph potion.
Yeah.
If I use the polymorph potion, will that drop the bless?
No, because it's not you holding concentration for the potion.
Okay.
Who's holding it? The person who chugs it?
No, the potion is.
Okay.
All right.
And it's half your character level of the creature you can transform into. Or that was not the... I might be thinking of that's just what mass polymorph does.
I did not read that section. It says of the target's level.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a challenge rating, so.
Yeah. That's what Thorog did with Myra. She was like level 7 or 8, and he turned her into a giant ape. And that is a CR7.
Oh, cool. I'm a level 11.
Yeah, but there's no creatures above level 8 that are beasts.
Yeah.
I checked.
Yeah.
There's anything that's flying.
Yeah, the only thing that's flying is not worth even the effort.
Nope. No.
Yeah.
Giant turkey.
The giant eagle is the fiercest thing you're going to get, and the fiercest beast you're going to get flying.
Turn into a monkey.
All right. How far away from the angel creature demon things am I?
Sorry, what?
How far away from the angel demon creature? I can't pronounce their name. Ria's. Am I?
I would probably say 90 feet.
All right. I would like to take. And now, is that 90 feet straight up, or is that like in an angle?
On an angle.
All right. So if I move 30 feet closer, I could get within 60 feet.
Yes. You can climb up the rock pile, yeah.
Okay. And they're immune to fire.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I'll cast Toll the Dead on the most damaged one. Whichever one I can get closest to that's damaged.
Okay, so that's a wisdom save. Versus a DC of...
14.
Okay, they fail it. She fails it.
Oh, she takes 22 points of necrotic damage.
She
You had some real good rolls.
She's getting a little. She's looking pretty tired now, but she's looking at you. You got her attention.
Great. Bonus action. Never mind. No bonus action.
Cry.
That was what I was thinking, but
I'm sorry.
I'm going to die like a man for a change.
Do you have a spiritual weapon prepared?
No, I don't.
It's not a concentration spell, and it's a bonus action to use. So
Oh, Pete.
the only thing it's
That's my turn.
All right. Fletch.
Okay, the one Jander just hit, I'm going to launch 3 arrows at her.
Okay.
I got a 17, a 26,
Hit.
and a 31, which is a crit.
Okay, that will obviously hit.
Okay, since the 2 hit and the 1's a crit, she takes 28 points of damage.
Man, what's with all these fucking crits, man?
I want to crit
Well-
too.
Well, I crit on a 19 and a 20, so.
I just want to swing.
Same. I feel you, bro.
Come pick me up.
Yeah, why can't there be any landlocked high level demons?
Yeah. Save me some trouble from jumping all the time.
Because the dungeon master probably expects higher level characters to at least have a couple of fly spells.
If we had a wizard, yeah.
Well, yeah.
I expected this more to be a ranged combat, but so I was expecting some rays of light, but oh well. So that's your turn.
Yes.
Okay, Remus.
Can I step out of the cube of force, the cube thingy? Can I step out of that without running into the firewall?
Yes.
Okay, so then would you allow me to step out of it, shoot, and get inside of it again?
Yes.
Okay.
It is within your power.
Thank you. Well then I will do so, and the chick that I attacked, is she down? No. The
No.
one that had my hunter's mark. Okay. I don't want to confuse them, so.
Just-
I think you have a high enough to hit that you can sharpshooter this.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. How's she looking?
She's looking horrible.
Oh, okay. Then I'll try to
Got,
shoot her
8 arrows
twice.
in.
I'll try to shoot her twice, and since I'm outside, I get the bliss again, correct?
Yes.
All right. And I'll take the sharpshooter thingy with a -5 to hit. So that's going to be a 27, a 31 to hit.
Those hit.
And the second one is going to be that is 10, 20, 20. Modified 20 to hit.
She's gonna parry that one.
Okay, cool. She's gonna take from my first hit. Parry means she takes only part of the damage. I still have to roll or not?
No, it raises her AC so that she blocks the attack.
Okay, for the entire round.
No.
For that
just
one attack.
Oh, okay.
But it gives her a +2.
I
Plus 4.
fucking. I'm gonna drop my die. Okay, that's gonna be a 7, so 16, 26.
She can't parry because it's not a melee attack.
Parry is not a battle master move.
No?
No, it's a special Enria's ability that raises their AC by 4.
Oh.
She takes 26 damage from the arrow.
Shit. Okay.
She down?
No.
Why not?
She's a bad bitch.
Okay. For the turn or just I didn't hear that. Was it just for the turn or
It's just the one attack.
okay. Cool. I'll action search and hit her again. And
Oh.
take twice the sharpshooter.
Hey, Sandy, it was just for that one attack.
Was it just for that one? Yeah, I'm stopping now. I'm sorry. 23 to hit.
Hits.
And that is gonna be a hit. 29 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, that's max damage from the first hit. So that is 8 plus 6 is 14 plus 9 is 23 plus a 10. 33 from the first hit. And the second one is going to be 11 plus 9 is 20, 30. So 63 damage.
Okay. She's dead.
I am going to step back inside the cube. And can I position myself that way that in case the cube drops, I'm not standing like right in the middle of the firewall, but still inside the cube?
Sure.
Cool. I'll do that. And they're all like 90 feet away, right? I can't do anything in that case. I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to add bless. Oh, never mind.
Okay. There's only one Enria left, and she's gonna fly away and dash.
Fly away. Fly
Yeah,
away
she's
from the
getting
pain.
out of there. And the pit fiend is starting to look like he should too. But that's the Enria's turn. Toldro, he is going to, what's his flight speed?
Did they disengage or did they dash? Did she?
She had already moved away as
Oh.
and disengaged already. So she just gets to dash. Toldro is going to fly with Tanya on his back or head. He is going to spin around and fly. And he's going to try to grapple the pit fiend. Which is looking pretty good. Yep, that's pretty good. So Toldro grabs the pit fiend and brings it to the ground.
Ho ho ho! Shit.
Damn!
Where is he? Compared?
So basically, Toldro just did a dive bomb with the pit fiend and
Nice.
landed on top.
Wasn't there
of him.
someone standing directly underneath the pit fiend though?
Yep. So he can make
Yep.
an acrobatics check.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Gosh.
Oh shit, and you better roll good.
You got a dragon and a
Alright.
pit fiend landing on you.
Don't forget.
Oh,
Don't
and
forget
me.
your bless.
And
your
me too.
D4.
Give me 1 second, because I think the dragon actually adds something bonus to me.
Hey, me too.
I think actually. Da, da, da.
I'm missing a d6. Oh no, it's right there. Hey there. I get to do the county thing.
Oh, I don't have its attention, so I can't do that. Damn it. Okay, so that would be a 22.
Yeah, so you managed to jump out of the way. The pit fiend is going to hit the ground with Toldro on top of him. He's going to take 50 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna wear that head out. in just a few minutes.
And the Pit Fiend and Toldro both have to make saves. The Pit Fiend fails his save, and he's frightened of Toldro.
Nice.
And Toldro makes his save.
Those legendary actions.
No, Toldro just raw made it.
Oh.
He hasn't used his actions yet. Though he does have his legendary action, so he can use it. And he's going to use his wing attack. And he doesn't, and the Pit Fiend doesn't make it. So as he's struggling, Toldro just stands up on his legs and does his wing attack, and buffets the air around him and knocks the Pit Fiend down on the ground. The Pit Fiend on top of already taking 50 points of damage, he's gonna take another 12.
Damn, that's so many dice. I thought they were playing Shadowrun.
Yeah, I thought about picking that up today, actually.
Hope you got a lot of D6s.
I do.
And that is, I say that's his turn, but damn. Harbeck.
Bonus action, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon 20 feet closer to the Pit Fiend.
It's just floating through the sky. It's heading towards him. It's almost there, like 10 feet away.
It's just slowly just...
One day, I will have
Any moment now.
Again, here we come. I'm gonna kill him so bad.
The fucking weapon is like singing.
I think I'm within 25 feet, so I'm just gonna move closer and try and smack him.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
I have to make a wisdom save against his fear.
Yep.
That may not have been the best. What's... Oh, that was a 21.
You make it.
Ooh. No, I don't need to roll that die because that die doesn't do anything. Yeah. It'd be pointless to roll fire damage when it is immune.
You have advantage to hit too.
No. But I did score a 25.
That does hit?
Yeah. So he took 12 points of bludgeoning damage and 2 points of thunder damage as I just went up and smacked him with my hammer.
Okay, you run over and you hit him, and you put a pretty nasty gash on his head, but it's obvious that he's focused on bigger threats that is on top of him.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's your turn?
Yep.
Veros.
So the dragon's on top of him.
Yep.
So I can't do a dragon dive.
You can. He used a his wing attack on him, so it also knocks him away from him.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm going to jump 50 feet in the air and need some help calculating fall damage.
It's 5d6.
5d6? Okay.
And
Give me
then
1
plus your
second.
weapon damage. If you hit,
Yep.
so you still have to roll your attack roll.
Alright, the attack roll blessed is a 30.
That will hit.
Alright, so fall damage itself is... Oh, I like that. 24 fall damage,
Okay, so that's
and then so 24 damage, 6, and 19 damage from the Bane of Dragons. So for a total of 43.
okay. The pit fiend is looking injured now, and he's
I'm gonna
not as confident as he once was.
I'm gonna accent surge and do it again.
Okay,
All those fighters.
And again, this is 30 to hit, and then he'll take 37 from the second hit.
okay. And that reminds me, I need Veros and Anya to make wisdom saves.
All right.
I can't be charmed or anything because I'm
It's a
technically
fear
enraged.
effect. Severe effect, and a barbarian's rage can still be charmed.
Oh, that's a zealot trait. Sorry, I forgot.
Not okay.
It's a wisdom save, right?
Yep,
Okay. 22?
makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got over that with a 23.
Yeah. So you overcome the pit fiend's frightful presence. So just want to get that out of the way. And anything else that you want to do?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay. And Rev Jack.
All right. I already rolled. I burned an inspiration and I used my lesson be all trait to get through the fear. I rolled a 21.
That makes it.
All right. And so with that, I'm gonna take the -5 and do an extra 5 points of damage. Is he prone still?
He's prone.
Oh, okay, cool. So first attack. All right, I got a nat 20 on that one.
Jesus fucking
Crit.
Christ.
That radiant damage is doubled as well, so
Is it? Oh, okay.
yeah,
All
Why
right.
is it doubled?
because it's dicey rolls.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's
Okay,
weapon damage.
it's 14. 6. 12. 10.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that one's gonna hurt. So that's 42 points of damage, and then I'm gonna use
Did you say 42?
42. Then he's got to make a DC 13. I think it's a con save for the meteor hammer, the lightning lure.
That was a strength save.
Oh, okay.
He makes it.
Okay. And then my second attack. Let's see. That's going to be a 22.
That hits.
Alright. So that's 8 plus 6. That's 14 plus 8. So it's 22. And then next attack, another nat 20.
Dude.
I'm using 2 different dice to do it at the same time, so it's So that's 12. 6. That's 18. Plus 9. It's 27. Plus another 8. So that's 20. No, it's 35. 35 damage on that one. Okay. Is that the second attack? That is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright. Third attack.
No way. No way.
Yeah, I did.
No way.
Dude, fuck off.
I will take a picture of this shit right now and give it to you guys.
No fucking way. I was waiting for it. No.
I swear to God, I'm using 2 different dice. I will show you. It's got advantage.
So funny.
So I'm gonna show you the shit on this board right now. No shit.
Holy shit, you should go play lottery. Today's your day.
It's the exact opposite of the day I was having the other day, rolling nothing but nat ones.
Oh, I remember that in Ty's game, my direwolf, he just kept rolling like natural ones.
Alright, it's in the in-game chat.
Yeah, I think that direwolf was like licking himself by the end,
Yeah.
humping people's legs and stuff.
So that's 10 plus 3 is 13 plus 6.
Yeah.
8.
The critical die in that picture, I have the exact same design die.
Do you?
Those are the dice that I keep rolling ones on.
21 plus 9, that's 30. Plus another. So that's 41 points of damage.
Hey, that's what I did to the
Okay.
That's a dead pit fiend.
Huh?
The pit fiend's dead.
Oh, I was about to action surge too. Alright.
How many fighters do we have? 4?
Essentially.
Yeah.
I was about to war his head out. Nice.
Nice. He's
And
just
then I
going
should've put
ape
in
shit.
3 pit fiends. Fucking Jesus.
Dude, how much? I just did like what? 120 some points? So awesome.
He was at 160 when you killed him.
I've
Or
never run so
160
many
points.
fucking crits in one night. Ever.
That's awesome. Well, that was less of a challenge than I thought.
So,
Yeah.
Well,
The entire party consistently rolls crits. It does that.
Well, we still got one of the women up in the air.
Yeah, she's fucking off.
oh,
She flew away.
she flew off?
Yeah.
She's
Can I-
fine.
I want
I
to do
still attack her?
something.
Wait, how high in the air is she?
She's 80 feet in the air, and she's 120 feet away.
I can get to her.
Hold
I
on, hold
can
on,
get
hold
to
on.
her.
No.
I action search and hit her. With
No,
the
you've done enough, boy. You've done enough.
Because technically, with dive, I can go to 200.
Was she the one that attacked us in any way? Like, did she hit us bad? Or did she just, like, not do a lot and just fucked off?
I think she just shot one arrow. I think she's the one that missed. Then she flew up in the air. Then
Yeah,
she
let
got
her
hit.
go.
I think she got shot twice by Fletch, and then she flew away.
Yeah, let her go. I mean, it's not like she did, like, crazy sick shit. I don't know. Someone needs to deliver a message.
Who's putting the house out? Because I do not have that kind of magic.
Who's what?
The Cloud Giant's house is still on fire.
I still kind of want to go after her and kill her. I want to do something in this fight.
The 2 cloud giants, they walk over and they take in a deep breath and blow out the fire.
It's fine.
That's nice.
That's a heavy blow.
I get that. I understood this reference.
Yes, you did.
My only contribution to the fight is giving the fighter the additional damage.
I just jumped places.
What are you talking about? I did the extra radiant damage, man.
Yeah, that was my only real contribution to the fight, giving you more power.
Good job.
Well, all I did was like 22 damage and give everybody bless.
Yeah, which is always helpful.
I never used it.
So,
How's
So
Grant Garth?
So I'm gonna call for Garth to come out and say, "Is this the pit fiend that you were made to deal with?"
this is it looks like him, yeah.
No, it doesn't, because I smashed his head enough.
Well, I mean, obviously ignoring the smashed face. But I mean, they all kind of look the same down there. I'm not sure if it's really him or not, but
Well, hey, let's search the body and see what goodies he's got, if any.
Oh, shit.
he got his mace.
Yeah.
What's
It's
his
a
face do?
big ass mace.
I'll take the mace.
Hmm.
If nobody objects.
You can use it at disadvantage.
I don't
Or
give a
he can turn into another meteor hammer.
that I can. I need to make like a fucking 3 or 4 hit flail meteor hammer thing. Just start pelting people.
Though honestly, it's a it doesn't look like it has any magic.
I can both genders. I can ritual cast identify.
It's
Hey, am I in any more of this storyline?
Well, yeah, it does. It does.
well,
Doesn't it do fire damage?
yeah, it does fire damage, but you assume it's from the pit fiend itself.
No.
They are coated in fire after all. Toldro is just gonna, if you want to go, then Toldro's just gonna say to you, does that prove my innocence yet?
I'll look at him, scoff, and walk off into the night.
Okay.
Make sure you take a coat.
You know, we're on an island. Where are you going?
Uh,
I have ways.
what are you gonna do when your levitate spell gives out and you're still like 300 feet above ground?
Dragon Knight. I literally jump 200 feet on normal attacks.
I'm just gonna go over to Toldro. Just say, "Are you all right? I saw you take some hits there."
I cast Cure Wounds at 4th level.
Sure. Toldro just shrugs and he says, I'm fine. I'm one.
I'm sorry I couldn't have been more use there.
He healed 25 points of damage.
He still
Remus
has some
stretches.
light wounds on him, but nothing too serious.
So does the pit fiend disappear? Like his body? I don't know how that works. I mean, he wouldn't. Does he just go back to hell, or he just
Oh,
dies?
his soul does. I'm not sure about his body.
His body burns up and turns to ash.
Remus stretches and yawns, and he's like, "Well, that was fun. I really like your cube thingy. That was really helpful.
Oh, yeah. I'll
And
turn
I
that
thought, huh?
I'll
yeah.
turn that off now.
And well, the fire is gone, so that is really practical. Thanks for that. And yeah, I thought those were harder to kill, but apparently we're all good. Nice job, Rev Jake.
Thank you, sir.
So-
Same to you.
It's getting pretty late, so everyone want to wrap this up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Garth comes out and he sees the damage to his house and he sees the results that come from it. And he says, well, that's with the pit fiend slain, I can finally concentrate on my other tasks. Hopefully that sends enough message for them to leave me alone. And he says, as for your sword, it will take me a few days to how should I put this? Convince your sword to be a sword.
Can I watch you do that?
He says it will look rather silly, but you can.
Yeah.
And it does look rather silly. You see him taking like this huge hammer, and he just ends up like. It kind of looks like he's massaging the sword, and he's talking to it for like hours on end.
So awkward.
I'm going to ask him questions, and basically, I want to learn how to do that in case it happens again.
And well, basically, to summarize what will be about a week of watching him and figuring out what he's doing, he tells you that the weapon does have a form of sentience, but it's not full fledged yet. And he's tapping the hammer in against it to adjust its magical energy so that it won't be so heavy. And on top of that, trying to convince the sentience to become what it's being made to be. So he's not only adjusting the magical energies that couldn't be adjusted because of all the heating and then the cooling it went through, he's also convincing it to be an actual weapon.
While he's talking about magical energies, I'm taking this all in, but on the back burner, I'm thinking of designs of how to create goggles of detect magic that you can put them on and just see the aura of magics of things. Would probably make, if I had to do that, having something like that would be a lot easier.
Yeah. I would say they'd be uncommon items, and they'd be just like goggles.
Yeah.
Probably use obsidian, so it's like dark light. But more mechanically speaking, a week will go by, and he will eventually hand the sword back to whomever wishes to claim it. It's a lot lighter now, and of course doesn't have the strength restriction.
Since I seem to be stronger than Jandar, with my smithing powers, I'll test it out.
Okay, it's lighter than normal, and you notice it has become much more much sturdier than it was when it was heavy, and it doesn't feel like. And of course, it's a great sword. It's still a hefty weapon, but it doesn't feel like it doesn't want to be. It doesn't feel like it doesn't want to be wielded anymore. So it's easy to move, and it seems functional for its purpose.
Yeah, and I'll pass it off to Jandar.
He says, "That's as far as I can take her."
So, are you going to send off somewhere where we have to awaken its full magical power or something?
He says, well, it's a well-grounded weapon that comes from the powers of Earth, blessed with, of course, divine providence, and soaked in the blood of a gold dragon. So I'm not really sure what else you could want from it. I think it needs to solidify its place in the universe, but I'm not really sure how one would go about doing that to give a weapon sentience.
Wouldn't that be the Astral Sea?
That's where magic exists, yes, but that's not where souls would exist. Mm, Perhaps it's time that you invested in the darker side of magic, as in souls, and try to give it more desire.
Well, I just turn to the group and say, well, we're going to hell.
I will try to look into my study and try to find something a little more productive. But until then, well, you can stay at my home. Clearly, this is an important task. And with that, we'll end it here.
Cool.
Ooh. So you guys all gain 3 experience, including Danya and Veros. Tanya and Veros. As well as you two will earn 2 inspiration for using characters that I made. Everyone else will gain 1 point of inspiration. As all their equipment just burns up with them when they die, which sucks. And with that, I'll end the broadcast there. So thanks anyone for watching, and of course all my players for playing. And well, next off, we're probably going to hell.
Yay.
Yay.
Hell yeah!
We're going where?
Going to hell.